To make round band turban cap with this ruffle design in front, we are going to need the following. This is the end of it, so just look at it and then let's get started. We are using a stretchy fabric, okay, and then you need your tailor's chalk, tape measure, scissors, pins, and then we are cutting 3 fabrics to make this design. The one for the base, second for the band, and the third is the ruffled or the design. Here is the base measurement. We are using 26 inches length, and then the width is 18 inches. 18 inches. Now here is the band that measures 4.5 width and the length is 26 inches as the base measurement. Fold it into 2 this way and place it on the length part of your base and pin it. You'll be sewing 1/2 inch. Let's put it aside and measure the design, the ruffle. That is 30 inches length, and then the width is 8 inches. That one too, we will fold it like this and we will sew this part. Let's go to our sewing machine and start sewing. We are starting with the band. Just sew 1/2 inch. When you are done, cut the thread and then fold it into 2 and insert your head circumference. The head circumference I'm working with is 21 inches divided by 2. That will give me 10.5. Because it's a stretchy fabric, that's why we are using 10.5. So we want a backdrop. So we will just connect it to the other end, bring it here like this, and when we get to the down part, we are going to leave 2 inches opening. That is where we pass the ruffle design through to the band of the base. So take notes. We are going to the sewing machine to sew. So you start from where you mark your head circumference, the 10.5 like this, on the wrong part of your fabric, okay? Then you connect it to this part. You sew. Then you turn it again and then you sew the L part of your fabric. That's like this, okay? Note we are leaving 2 inches open, so leave it and backstitch it. Backstitch it, you see. That is it. That's all. We are done and we want to sew the ruffle, okay? Just fold it like this and then sew 1/2 inch also at the opening area. Once we are done sewing, we will go to our working table. Then I'll show you what to do next. So here is our base, okay? After sewing it, these are 2 inches open. We will turn it inside out, the beautiful parts. That's how it looks like. Then the opening parts like this. We are going to insert the ruffle. So look at it. The ruffle, turn it into 8 beautiful side like that, making sure the sewing part will be at the middle of the fabric, okay? Look at it. So use your hand to gather it this way, then insert it inside the 2 inches opening. making sure the sewing part is still facing up, okay, because after we want to turn it inside out. So you continue this way, you pass it through the other end to come out from the band area like this. Now that you are having the two ends together, please with your hands, okay, arrange it nicely to have all the two fabrics or the two end perfectly, okay, in a very flat way, and pin it all round. Look at it. You pin it, then you continue that way. You pin it, you hold the other end, you hold the other two end, making sure they are aligned. Then you pin it. You hold it, you join it, you pin it together. Now we want to go to our sewing machine. We are going to sew 1/2 inch to the other end of it. So when you want to sew, you sew and then you backstitch it to secure the end, okay? You sew, you remove your pins. We are almost getting to the end of it. We are done, and then backstitch it again, forward, and do it again. And that'll be all. Remove the remaining pins and turn it inside out, okay? Beautifully. After you are done, please arrange the ruffle beautifully. Hold it and arrange it and hide the sewing parts inside, okay? Make sure the sewing parts goes inside, and then the beautiful side shows in front of the fabric, your base or your turban. Now the last thing we are going to do is to gather one side of the base to get the work done. So is it the eye? Yes, this side is what you are going to gather. Double your thread together, okay? So you start from where the band ends. You start gathering just a normal running stitches. When you get to the end, okay, this part, it's okay. You're only gathering the side, not the other side. So secure your thread inside by wrapping your thread around it, okay? So you have to do that. Do it again, and then now cut it off and use your hand to retie it. Cut the thread and use your hand to retie it again. And the finishing, there was excess allowance, okay, extra fabric at where we took the hair circumference, so you cut that part off this way. You can even do that before you start gathering, but all the same. And now you can go ahead and neatly that rough edges. That is all for today's tutorial. This is how to do a round band ruffle turban. So please, I'm going to show you how to use another fabric to do the same design, okay, in our next tutorial using shimmer fabric, okay, how to double the fabric. Bye.